Hey everybody, PKL Gamer here, and I'm going to make this video even though I know it's going to piss off a lot of people. I've seen a lot of stuff about The Last of Us 2, didn't play it, don't care to play it, never will play it. And I want to talk about the shocking fact that I don't like The Last of Us games. I did purchase The Last of Us Remastered, I don't know, a couple years ago or something like that. And I got so far into it, I actually got to the university, and I put it down for a while, and I ended up not playing it again. I looked through it. That's like 2/3 or almost 3/4, something like that. Pretty close to the end. I think about 3/4 away or a little bit more. I think I had like 2 or 3 sections left. I did look it up earlier today. I didn't care to memorize all the levels, and now we're having The Last of Us 2 shitgate, I guess you will call it. People are hating on the game. They're disappointed, and I see the reviews. I watched a review today from Innocence, is another YouTuber. He's smaller. Well, he's gotten bigger for some of his really good videos, good video editing, but he just broke down a lot of stuff, and I've read other things people talked about. And I have to come out and just say that I don't understand. I never understood the appeal of this game. The characters were good, though. The storytelling was good. And I think that's where a lot of people got sucked into it. But what really gets me about a lot of these games, folks, is that I was a big fan of the Arkham games. Arkham games came out like 2000. I looked this up earlier. I should remember. I had them memorized, but the first games came out. Hold on a second. It was on the 360. There we go. Batman Arkham was 2009. Arkham City 2011, and Arkham Knight was 2000. I think 15. Arkham Knight. That was the true sequel, the main series. Well, they had Origins. I didn't play Origins. I refused to play Origins because it wasn't made by Rocksteady, and it got okay reviews. So I said no. I played Asylum. I beat Cities. I beat Knight. And those games established this new type of third person behind stealth. Maybe not new, but it really defined it. When I say it's new, some people go, well, this game. The Arkham games defined it. I've played a lot of third person games. I've played a lot of stealth games. Hell, Tenchu. Remember Tenchu back in the day? Back in the day. I can't talk to it. Back in the day, it was on the PS1, old ninja stuff, old stealth, really old game. That was some hardcore, cool stealth stuff. And I played them up into the PS2 days a little bit with my buddy, and I kind of dropped away from that. But stealth has been around for a long time. But the Arkham, I call it the Arkham way of playing, is you're a third person in an open world. You're trying to sneak, you're hiding, you're ducking, you're using things to get their attention. You sneak kill them or sneak do something. You do all this stuff, and it really took off from, well, Arkham. You know, Arkham was 2009, and from there on out, you had all these games, whether they want to say it or not, feel the same. And I'm going to make this say this right now, that Horizon Zero Dawn felt the damn same way to me too. I didn't really care for it either. I'll get to that here in a minute. But what got me about the game Last of Us, which felt just like Arkham, I'm trying to say, is that I got so far into the game and I felt like I was playing another Arkham. I felt like it was the same shit, different day. Plus, to be honest, even though the characters were great, the story was good, the game didn't know what it wanted to be. I've always wanted to say this and never just got to it because I didn't think it mattered and people weren't going to listen. But The Last of Us doesn't know whether it's a zombie apocalypse game or a stealth survival game. It doesn't know. It's both. Well, someone says this is a great combination. I love it. I'm not bashing if you like it. I'm not trying to say if you like the game, it's horrible. I'm not that type of gamer or YouTuber. If you like the game, fuck it. You like the game. But people are griping about the gameplay being similar, being this. How's the gameplay bad now when it was great back then? How's the gameplay bad when Horizon Zero Dawn uses very similar gameplay of sneaking and hiding and throwing stuff, whistling and getting somebody's attention? They're all using the same mechanics that Arkham games started, and everybody's going, "Woo! They're fucking fantastic. They're interesting." No, I've never beat Last of Us or Horizon Zero Dawn. I got bored with them. They felt like Arkham games. I put so many hours into the first 3 games. Yes, I skipped that Origins one, but it wasn't made by Rocksteady, and it wasn't really in the timeline. If you look at it, Asylum, City, and then Night were the 3 main in the timeline. I loved them, except the 3rd one. I didn't like the ending. The story sucked to me, but then that's a personal thing. Still was a great game overall. I was disappointed in the story, but I waited and I pre-ordered it, and I played the shit out of the game. But then later on, games like The Last of Us, which of course Last of Us came out in 2013 before the final one of, well, I call it the final one, Arkham Knight 2015, but it's already well established how these games played, and everybody loves them. And I didn't understand why everybody loves them, other than, of course, you know, the fans. If you're a fan of it, I'm not bashing you. If you're a fucking fan of it, you love the game. It's okay. I'm not. You don't need my fucking approval or my opinion. But I don't understand why people gripe about how it's similar to the first one. The mechanics were boring, when the mechanics were boring to me in 2000 whatever, and they've already been rehashed from 2009 and 11, which to me 2011 was when the Arkham games really took off and did a lot of great mechanics. 2015's Arkham Knight added the Batmobile and other things, but really 2011 was the shit. Arkham City was fantastic. I still love that game. But it's not the same when every game coming out like this is third-person open world, and they throw in sneak mechanics and sneak this and kill this. How about we stop the sneaking shit? How about y'all figure out another type of gameplay? Is that too hard for developers nowadays? Why? I don't understand these games. Ghost of Toshima, I think Toshima, however you say that. I watched the little small trailer for it, and I was like, okay, so it's open world. Oh, look, there's sneaking mechanics in it. I just watched the rest of the thing, went, interesting, and turned it off, and I have no issue. I have no interest in it. Now, I may be wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong about that, and I might pick it up later. I don't understand why people are constantly playing games that are the same rehash of a type of mechanic and then griping about it later. And yes, I understand the huge turmoil in Last of Us 2 was there's a huge story problem. I've read it. I've already seen the spoilers. I don't care. It's about the storytelling was bad, and something happened to something, and I'm not going to spoil it, so you're not going to get spoilers here. And I get people are upset with that, but I think a lot of people are upset with it because the game was not as good as they thought it was in the first one. I'll say that again. I think people, when they saw a new game of this, didn't realize the game series wasn't as good as they remembered. It was okay. I may make, minutes here. I've tried to keeping my videos pretty short, but I'm going to just say this. If you really don't like Last of Us 2 now because it's similar to the last one and it seems kind of boring, and I don't understand why you like the first one, other than some of the story and the characters. I don't understand these games that are just cookie cutter Arkham wannabes. I don't like them. I don't play them. And if I see something that smells like it, I won't get it no more. I will not try Last of Us again. I won't even try Last of Us 2. Even if it was handed to me on my PS4, later on I'll get a PS5 and it was just a free download, I won't play it. I don't care. I hate those games now. I hate everything. I don't care for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I don't want to play something that plays like an Arkham game where they think they got to put all this super amount of stealth and killing, and it's like, I played this. It's called Arkham. Batman Arkham. So I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but you'll get over it. This is my opinion. I think there's a lot of outrage over Last of Us 2, and it's warranted. The story sounds like shit. It sounds like it was a mediocre game wrapped in good story and good characters, and when people didn't have that, they saw how shitty the gameplay was. And maybe I burst people's bubbles, but I don't really see much difference in Horizon Zero Dawn. The premise of the story, I didn't even look at spoilers to see what the premise of the game was. or toward the ending of it, it's like society's taken over by these creatures, these mechanical creatures, and we're far flung in the future, but people are back in the past, like reverted, and I didn't really care because the mechanics were the same shit. Sneak, kill, sneak, hide, kill, sneak, hide, kill. I get tired of it. So I think a lot of people need to look at these games coming out. If you see something very similar, sneak, hide, kill, sneak, 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 and it's like it's something you played before, maybe not buy the game right off the bat. Don't throw out money out there and make the sales numbers go up. I think developers need to make something new, unique, and creative. So thank you for watching. If you're still here, some of my subscribers, you're probably like, oh, this is a weird video. But, I had to throw this out here because it's a big topic, and I think it needs to be talked about. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please click subscribe and hit that bell button so you can see my newest videos. All right, everybody, be Kill Gamer.